Caffery, first I have to say thank you so much for doing this interview with me, but more importantly, thank you for being able to be part of this amazing show that we're going to talk about because I have had the chance to talk to many people on different types of shows like this, but to be able to talk to folks who are people of color that I have never had a chance to see doing this in Canada, it is an honor to be able to speak to history. And I consider the both of you history right now because this is an amazing thing. Thank you for being able to bring this kind of a show together in Canada. We see these things in the States, but you don't see it up here. We
Right.
finally get to see it here. Congratulations on that. Nicole, I asked you right off the top, how does it feel to be part of, and I can say that word again, history?
Well, thank you, Rudy. Thanks for having us. It feels great. I mean, I think representation is a huge thing and everybody deserves to have it. And I just hope that I'm a role model for some little girl that wants to get into design that will tune in and see herself in me.
Absolutely. Caffery, same thing for you, sir.
It's a phenomenal experience. I was so blessed to do it with such an amazing, dynamic family. Nicole's business is owned by her, and her family, are an integral part of it. And so it's nice to have had that experience. Like you said, making history is one thing, but making it in a scenario that is so joyous is an even greater thing.
Absolutely. Well, look, let's get right, and I always like to call this official. Nicole, what is the new show that the two of you are teaming up to do, and what is it about?
Well, Styled is about following our business, which is staging and having all sorts of budgets, characters, families, dynamics, and helping people capitalize on usually their biggest investment, which is their house.
How did you two, Caffrey, how did you two get together? Because you two are, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're both best friends.
So how did we meet, or
Yeah,
how?
how did you meet first? And then who approached who about, like, how did the show come about?
Okay, so I met Nicole some 20 years ago, and actually she approached me.
You're aging me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, that means she was what, 12 years old when you met?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, preschool.
Yeah.
And then she approached me and said, I'm thinking of doing this, and what do you think? And I was like, sure. I'm always game. Anything that involves shopping, it's really easy.
Okay,
And
so let's play along here a little bit. Nicole, what does Caffrey bring to the game? Let's put it that way.
well, Caffery's truly a renaissance man. He is so stylish. He has a design background in every sense of the word, in fashion design and photography, and interior design. So he just brings an element of pizzazz.
Caffrey, what does Nicole bring to the game?
Nicole is a hardcore businesswoman. Outside of just having great taste, she is about business. She's about business when it comes to investing in real estate. She's about business in terms of growing generational wealth. She's all business. So she by marrying just having some style with the business sense of her, what you end up with is this great business where, you know, they've just saw an opportunity to create space and to enable people to make the most of, like what she said, their biggest investments. And it's fascinating to watch, and it's fascinating to be a part of it.
Nicole, we all like, everybody sees this. Okay, you can walk out the door, you can see there's a big truck in somebody's home, and they're doing renovations. And we watch these shows, and not just these shows, but we watch other shows, the maybe bigger and glamorous shows, and we say, we want that. And we go to Instagram and we see a friend who's got all you see is his feet up, but you see the background of their home and you see these, something beautiful. And now with Zoom, we have to see even more too. How do we create these kind of homes that we see and be able to afford it when we know gas is going up, food prices are going up? How does this show help make these kind of renovations become real, but at the same time, budget wise, actually be appropriate for everybody?
Well, I'd say that we like to use and really analyze what our clients already have. because usually people have some pieces that they love, and depending if it's a design for you to see there, we can really utilize the things that you love and make it work in the space. And if that means moving it to another room or refurbishing it, upcycling it, that's a really good way to start with using what you already have.
So, Caffery, let's talk about this then. When we're watching the episodes, how does it work? Who approaches who first? Like, do the clients come to you? Do you guys go to the clients? And then, how do each of you approach to make the end what we get to see, which is something amazing?
So, to touch on your last question to Nicole a little bit, a big part of I think the success of the company is we're dealing in accessible design. We're not just going to come in and be like, you need $500,000 to make your house look nice. We're coming at it from a very realistic approach where things are affordable. I mean, yes, it's a decision, and this is where Nicole's really strong. She'll look at the budget and she'll say, of the 50,000 that you have or the 5,000 that you have, we're gonna upspend on this couch and we're gonna not spend so much on that thing. So to answer your question, people typically come to us. The clients will come to us because 9 times out of 10, they've seen something that you've done. And another big thing that's happening in the business, most of the clients that are coming in, is because they've had their home staged to sell it. And they're realizing that, wow, I brought someone in to realize the greatest potential of my home and I'm leaving. So a lot of them are now thinking, when I go into my new house, I don't want to wait until the bitter end again to live this way. They want to live beautiful and live right now. So we're fortunate in that a lot of the times we're not working with the clients for the first time. We worked with them to make the house look gorgeous to sell it. But now a lot of them are coming back and saying, you know what, I want that feeling going forward. So you're at an advantage in that you've already worked with them. They've already seen the marvel what you can do. And usually if they've seen that marvel, the purse strings loosen up a little bit because they know what they're getting. And so the process is, I don't bear the burden of the numbers on the show. That's sort of like an office thing. That's a Nicole thing. That's a like the rules. Me, I'm just like, I just want to see beautiful stuff. So sometimes I have to get reined in quite a bit, but you need that kind of yin yang.
Is that Nicole? Nicole, do you reel it in sometimes, or have to reel it in?
Absolutely. I feel, even though I'm younger than Calf, I feel like I'm like the mother hen. Like I'm like no. I'm constantly putting him in. But Caffery's also the comedian on the show. Like he's extremely funny and in real life. So it's entertaining, the dynamics.
And I live in a bubble where I don't have children, I don't have responsibilities. So like, if something is, if
something's under $1,000, Caffery's like, it's free.
Just get it. Or if you can't decide between 2 things, just buy them both. It's not realistic, but it's the bubble I live in.
Nicole, without giving too much away with the episodes that we're going to get a chance to see, what has been the most, if I could say, either difficult or most creative project that you guys have had to work with in the series?
Ooh,
I know. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kath.
Well, we've had some, I mean, in terms of details, we had one house that you couldn't turn your body straight profile to get down the hallway upstairs. Like it was that narrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see my brother, Sean. He's a big guy, and I was like, do you like the house? And it was beautiful. And he's like, no. And I'm like, why? He's like, because I can't fit. like literally, it was that narrow.
That's amazing. Okay, I cannot wait to see this episode. What do you both, and Nicole, I'll let you answer this, what do you hope fans are going to get from this series?
I think people are going to like our passion, our love for design, our love for helping people with all budgets. We have budgets as low as, $7,000 all the way up to 6 figures. Wow. So we're really showcasing that you can make your house beautiful with any budget. It just takes creativity and having the right eye and looking at things. If people don't have that, then hire a professional, hire us, hire people that are like us, that can think outside the box.
I love that. Calf, what do you hope that fans are going to get from this series?
I think a key thing for me, and for Nicole as well, is like you said, I grew up here for the most part, and you turn on TV all the time, and you don't. There's some things you associate Black folks with, and I don't think that design is one of them for the masses. We know within our communities that we're very house proud, and we spend a lot of time and money on our spaces. But I don't think other cultures know that. So to see two Black faces taking it on a greater level, I think that I was on board for that reason more than anything else. Like I mean, I've had several, I can say, successful careers up till now. So I'm not doing anything anymore because I need to get a paycheck. I do things now because it makes sense for me and the legacy of what comes after me. Maybe like Nicole says, there'll be some little Black boy with a sense of design, you know, like an enthusiast. And now he's gonna look on TV and say, okay, I don't look like all the other guys that I can see, but there's a space for me.
Amen to that. Congratulations to the both of you for again representing, having this great series. The fact that you're going to help people, especially in this economy, be able to budget and have their homes, because this is where we live. This is our space. This is where we wake up to. This is where we go to sleep. This is where we bring friends together. This is where we bring families together. This is where we create families. All of this is being put together by you folks, and it is an amazing thing that we're going to get a chance to see. Congratulations on this, and not only can I not wait to see this series, can't wait to talk to you guys about season 2. Thank you again.
And get ready for outfits. We wear a lot of outfits on the show.
Okay, well, here's my thing. If you guys are wearing outfits, why aren't you dressed the way I saw you on the show? Why are you wearing that blue jean shirt? I was expecting the pink jacket and everything else too.
Can I tell you something interesting?
Yes.
My favorite thing in the whole wild world is a jean shirt. I have an entire closet filled with jean shirts. I have jean shirts from tuxedo pleats to simple button down to I have every kind of jean shirt in the book. But I mean, when you're watching television, I can't wear a jean shirt every single time. I came from fashion, so there's a huge roster of clothing, but I wanted to be here in front of you and be comfortable. And this is my trusted, tried and true denim shirt.
It is the Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian tux, exactly, the elevated version.
Exactly. Folks, again, congratulations on this. Cannot wait to watch the series. And again, cannot wait to talk to you about season 2. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks. And in the meantime, May 17th, 8 p.m. on Stack TV on HGTV Canada.